Watch it now.
Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. In this episode of our season with Jeff Gordon, we're going to be doing race 10 of 36, the Auto Club 500 at California Speedway. Like I mentioned at the end of the last episode, we're going to be racing the 2003 Pepsi Chevrolet paint scheme just because I feel that would look good racing it here at California. I feel in my heart and soul that Pepsi looks good spilt all over this pavement. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Feels logical to have Pepsi, me, at California. The people be complaining, you did race at Talladega, you didn't do the race here. Well, whatever. So we haven't raced this paint scheme yet, and we're going to race it here at California. How many times do I have to say that? Get over it. Okay. So we're going to go to qualifying and see what the car feels like. Yeah, this car looks pretty good racing right here. The rear end is a little loose. Oh, it's really loose. Should be able to hold in the corners very well if it's going to be that loose. Of course, it might be a little too loose. What speeds am I reaching right now? 195. Oh, I'm hitting the apron a little bit. And the apron doesn't have much of a difference from the track banking, but it can mess you up a little. 12th place, it's pretty good. Hopefully oh Lord, gosh, see that loose rear end is making me hit the corners weird. It's a problem. I need to not let off the gas and everything whenever I go to the corners so early. I need to think late. Let's be late. Every woman likes a guy that's late, right? I don't care about the woman. All I care about is the Pepsi. Just like in all the commercials you see with the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi or the beer or the whatever, you know. The guy's out for the drink, not the lady. Okay, was that better? No, it wasn't. So we're going to be starting in 12th place on the outside. I don't like that. Because we got this loose rear end, I might kind of freak out and, you know, spaz out and whatever. And hit the car on the inside or either that or the wall. You saw me at Bristol going crazy at the restarts and the starts and everything. I still got this sore throat issue and hopefully I can clear it up. I'm pretty sure that by the time these videos come out, I'm not going to have it anymore. It started like a week and a half ago. Got me some cold water. Should help me speak and keep my throat clear and all that. So here we go for the pre-race show of the Auto Club 500 at California Speedway.
We're in Fontana, California, home of the California Speedway for today's Auto Club 500. It's another great day for racing. Pit strategy could be a major factor in this race, Barney.
Well, you're right. Fuel mileage is a big concern for a lot of teams. All the green flag racing means they'll have to be very careful when they decide to pit for fuel.
Michael Waltrip's career finally started to take off after joining DEI in 2001.
You always knew he had the ability. Now he finally has the ride to show it. I expect we'll see even more of him in the future.
Jeff Gordon will attempt to build on his points lead in this race.
What a great feeling that must be to have the points lead. Although you also have to think about the guys closing in behind you. One bad day at the track and you got to start climbing the ladder all over again.
Dale Jarrett was part of one of the tightest point battles in NASCAR history in 1997. He ended up finishing second to Jeff Gordon.
And he didn't finish second by much, only 14 points, and Mark Martin wasn't too far behind either. Those last couple of races in a season are pretty exciting when a championship is on the line.
Okay, starting on pole is Tony Stewart. Then we've got Jimmy Johnson, Ricky Rudd, Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip, Mark Martin, Kenny Wallace, Kevin Harvick, Sterling Marlin, and Kurt Busch. That is the top 10. I'll be starting next to Ryan Newman. Here we go for the Auto Club 500. The green flag is out, and we're underway here at California.
Number 12 is inside. 3 wide. We're falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy. Okay, we're clear. Outside. Number 19 is still there. That's another rearview mirror. 3 wide. Hold that line. 41.
Coming to the line, I had one nervous wreck of a first lap, and I think Bill Elliott, I was about to say Casey Kane, but he's not even in this game. Bill Elliott was having he was going nuts in the backstretch. I don't know if you noticed that. He was doing some weird kind of iguana thing. I don't know what that is. I don't know. He was being weird. And I swear I saw that at Michigan last season. Oh my goodness, look at Matt Kenseth slide up the track, and I'm kind of doing it too, but it was a lot more sudden. I don't know if you saw it, but I was going nuts, panicking, claustrophobia, trying not to hit the other cars. I was falling behind, but I was more focused on not hitting the other cars as we drove the first lap. Okay. Oh shit. Man, you don't hit the corners right, you wind up sliding up the track. Try not to lose too many positions. We're still in 12th right now. I'm going to get the draft with Ricky Craven right now. I just said right now twice. Oh well, get over it. I don't know why I do things sometimes. Oh my goodness, I'm carrying too much speed in this draft right here. Yeah, if I hold that draft, it causes me to get tight in the corners. I'm noticing that. Alright. Whoa, don't hit Michael. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sliding a little. On the outside right now. I'm trying to push forward so I can get these cars on the inside out of my way so I can be on the inside again. Oh, here we... Whoa! Yeah, I try not to get into Ricky Craven right there. I was going to go 3 wide, but my car started getting tight. Oh, I'm just falling behind right now. Try to get back into 12th place. I've got the inside. I'm going to try to stay right here, but the only problem is if I enter from the inside, I keep on sliding up to the outside. That's just kind of how it works, you know. And if you have this game, you really do. You have to enter from the top and then go down to the bottom, kind of. You know, go from top to bottom, hold the bottom really tightly. Yeah, otherwise, you're going to get tight the other way around and go sliding up the top of the track. Oh my goodness, these two are right in front of me. Oh, at the bottom. If you're too far at the bottom, that's when it can get tight. Come on. I've been sitting around here in the same place since we started this race. I can stay in the draft and find a way around these two guys. They're not side by side anymore, that makes it a bit easier. Whoa. I want to pass on the outside. Try to stick to the inside this time and draft with Michael Waltrip. Now they're side to side again. Oh, screw it.
Number 2 is outside.
Gosh, I just can't go.
The 2 car is
I got myself on the inside. Rusty Wallace here, working with Michael Waltrip somehow.
Number 2 is still there. 38-41.
So I was going to start making me burp. Oh wait, no, I don't want to pass on the outside of Michael Waltrip. That would not turn out well. Let's actually try working with him a little. Keep it down there. Finally moving up positions if we can get past Matt Kenseth.
Number 17 is outside.
Here we go. Here I go. I mean, Michael Waltrip's already gotten by him. I'm not commentating very much. I'm really trying hard to get this car through the field. It's a really tough race for me. My main goal is just to do way better than I did last time whenever I came to this place. Well, I can't work with Michael Waltrip forever.
15 car. It's up high.
Got to run here. I'm trying to get into the top 10. What's a run?
Still beside you.
Kind of equal. Actually, he's a little faster going through the stretch. I noticed that.
Hold your line. You're still there. Number 15 is looking right. You're clear.
Okay, I see Ricky Craven behind me in the mirror. I'm going to try not to let him by going to the next corner.
38.
Try to get a draft on Ryan Newman right here. Whoa! Come on, come on. Turn, turn, turn. This draft is throwing me around.
Car outside.
I was trying not to turn because I knew if I turned it might overreact to me pressing the button.
Number 12 is still there.
So I kind of just made him get out of the way. I didn't touch him, I just made him move. That's how the AI
Clear
goes.
on both sides.
They'll give you a little room. And then sometimes they won't give you any room. Like situations I've had with
38.
Bill Elliott last season. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm digging. Oh, don't hit. It's not Ricky Rudd, obviously. It's Kurt Busch.
Still
Their
there.
cars actually look pretty similar, but I knew that beforehand. I don't know why.
97 is still there. Careful. That's in position. Nice job. Okay.
I just let go of my draft with Bobby Labonte on accident.
Haven't got much longer on that left front tire.
Gosh, these front tires are definitely going to make it hard to keep my steering well. Wait, is Kurt Busch? No, he's not.
You're
No.
clear.
Pit stops. That's probably why they said that.
38.
Kurt Busch got down low and got some speed as he got off the track for his pit stop.
That's one more down.
So this is Ricky Rudd. Now their cars look really similar, don't they? I'm trying to get out from behind him so I don't wind up rear-ending him having so much speed going into the corner. Okay, sixth place. We're near the top 5. Of course, cars are taking pit stops, but still, we're near the top 5.
Rear's getting warm. Take it easy out there.
Yeah. Ugh, car is so tight right now.
18. Down low.
Whoa, Bobby Labonte, you didn't tell... Gosh, my spotter didn't tell me crap about Bobby Labonte getting underneath me right there. He was going on...
12.
I didn't hear him say anything about it. I thought he said 19.
Rear's got you by 2 seconds.
Now that I think about it, there was no 19, was there?
Car is down low.
And now we've got our first taste of bird shit on the left, right, fender, whatever. Is that a fender? No, it's not. The left side of my bumper. I don't know. I don't know car parts right now. I have too much focus to focus on what my car parts names are. Oh my goodness. It's the rear end. The quarter panel. It's just the rear end.
0.
Hey, keep digging.
Well, there's Jimmy Johnson up there. Is that Kevin Hart behind him?
21
Yes,
car
it is.
inside.
You can see I can't hold my line very well anymore. Oh, I'm sliding up the track so much. And they're programmed to do everything right on these tires, but they still have to take pit stops. I see Kevin Harvick is taking a pit stop. Ugh.
Looks
Come
like
on.
some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
These guys are still staying out. I'll try to get a draft on Mark Martin if I can. Just need to stick behind him. Jimmy Johnson, my teammate, is in the lead, which is pretty cool.
Stay on 'em. Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack.
I don't want to dig it underneath him because I know if I do that I'll get tight and hit him. Still going to try to keep the draft. Oh my goodness, he's taking a pit stop or something. He's going really slow as we enter the stretch.
Normally, you'd see him block right about now.
Number 6 is still there. The 6 car.
I'm trying to stay in my position, but I don't want to lose it. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought he was taking a pit stop or something, but he had lost a lot of speed as we went to the backstretch that time.
39, 23.
Slower than the leaders.
I don't know why I'm going for the outside with him, but I just am.
Go ahead, get on by. He's not gonna block.
Number 6 is
And I
still
can't
there.
hold my line at the top of the track anymore because I'm so tight.
Clear on both sides.
I'll make a crossover from behind and make this pass for second place now.
6 car is outside.
I'm sure Jimmy Johnson, yes, he is taking a pit stop now. He made that
You're
move.
clear.
Ugh. Not letting Mark Martin by right now.
Coming into pit.
And he's taking a pit stop, so duh. Okay, so here I go to lead my first lap of the race. Get these 5 bonus points.
Nice job.
Hopefully that'll do me some good in the end.
10 laps left.
Try to make this lap as fast as possible, even though my tires are worn as all get out.
Clear all around.
Ugh. Okay, there goes Sterling Marlin around me.
Watch your fuel.
Try to get a little draft so I can get my car some speed, even though these tires are worn.
Number 20 is outside.
Hi, Tony.
Clear.
Okay, here we go. Pit road entry.
Car outside.
Down to 70. I was almost going to speed in. I was moving with this car, Seth, but I don't want to change anything. It was good enough to move, so yeah. There's probably some pit strategy I could use or something to get the car farther through the field, but I led 5 laps. Now I've just got to really push it to move up, make up all those spots that I lost by staying out longer and slowing down my lap times. Because if you take a pit stop early, then you'll make up more time because your car won't be so worn out. But I had to stay out so I could get some 5 extra bonus points. It would really do me some good. Get on the throttle.
Clear all around. Car high. Okay,
Whoa.
we're clear.
Came up in front of Jimmy Johnson at a really bad time. I was looking in my rearview mirror. I wasn't sure if he was going to hit me whenever I got here, but we're in 6th place. We were approaching 5th whenever pit stop started, so I guess we're really good right now. I just need to get my speed as we enter these corners. Okay, we're good. I don't know about catching whoever the hell that is in front of me. I wasn't even looking. I think I'll find out at the leaderboard.
70.
That is Kurt Busch and then Ricky Rudd. So yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Kurt Busch and Ricky Rudd are basically the exact same person. That's what their cars look like from behind. Can't tell unless you get close enough. I got this draft from behind me. I don't know if it's going to help me catch those 2 guys up there. I think they're right next. No, it's just Kurt Busch. I was looking at the map. I was unsure. I should have known, though. I can look at the cars in front of me.
Car down low.
Gosh. I was trying not to get in his way. I was going to let him by, but my car continued to turn as we exit the corner.
38, 31.
Catching up to the leader. Keep on.
That's how the driver controls the steering wheel in this game. If you stop steering, he's still got to get the steering wheel straight again, you know? Come on, turn. Gosh, I don't have anyone to work with right now, so my car isn't going as fast as theirs, is it?
The 6th car is still there.
Oh my goodness.
We're falling
Oh
back.
my goodness, I'm trying not to spin him. That'd be so bad. I'm trying to get a draft on him so I can go with him.
Inside.
And work with him to get to Kurt Busch. Yes, this is some pretty legit strategy, isn't it?
38, 45.
Making up some time.
Yeah, I know I'm making
4.5
up time.
seconds between you and the leader.
Yeah, we definitely gained on Kurt Busch right there.
Oh yeah.
We both
Great
sped
move,
up.
buddy. You're clear.
Plus the game adds its effects, so if you work with somebody, you kind of gain on them. Now I'm working with Kurt Busch, so it's going to get me closer to the guy in front of him, which would be Ricky Craven. Not Ricky Craven. Ricky Craven's behind me. Oh my goodness, I'm such a freaking failure. Ricky Rudd. Can you say I'm Ricky Rudd and I'm in the game? And then Ricky Craven's like, can I say I'm Ricky Craven, I'm in the game?
37, 34.
Yeah.
That was your best lap of
That
the
is
day.
actually
Just
one of
5
the
to go.
cameo things that's in the... You get a certain plate, you get some special cameos unlocked where you can watch of them. You can watch all of them, and then there's a few of them that are like bloopers, and they were telling him to say that he's Ricky Rudd and he's in the game, but he's obviously not Ricky Rudd. He's Ricky Craven. It's pretty sad. More people know that name than the other. Okay, we still got quite a few laps to go. I'm trying to work with Kurt Busch to push forward and gain on those cars in front of me. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Johnson, what a run.
Keep it up. Stay patient. You're about 4 seconds behind the leader.
Ugh.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm too close to the bottom. Oh! Overheated engine, that is Mike Skinner in the number 4 Kodak Max Films Pontiac. Gosh, Kurt Busch's car is not very fast. It's actually holding me up a bit. I just don't have anywhere to go. He's in the way. Mark Martin right there. We're actually gaining on those cars in front of us because of this, but I'm staying behind him.
He's still there.
If I can keep up this really stupid crap, I might be able... Oh, he's trying to block them.
We're down a spot. Keep digging.
He's trying to block them.
Steady. 3 wide.
He let me by doing that. He's like, if I don't let this guy by, I'm gonna get passed by a lot of cars. So he decided to let me by because I was kind of helping him. I wouldn't really say that. I was kind of just helping myself. I feel bad that I left Jimmy Johnson with Kurt Busch in his way because Kurt Busch is like really slow. And you see Mike Skinner going to pit road right there. Overheated his engine. Gosh, got such a run in the front stretch. Sterling Marlin, you got to give me some room.
You're 4 seconds off the lead.
I wanted to move over, but
You can catch it.
I was afraid if I did that, I would stop the track and go freaking spaz out. This wedge is making the car kind of sensitive. Okay, I got a little draft on Ricky Rudd. I might get a top 3 this time. Coming to the finish line, we're only going to have 1 lap to go. I think I can do this. Get this car in 3rd place and finish 3rd. I know my coughing might sound fake at sometimes, but I'm trying not to cough so loudly and it winds up sounding really stupid. Okay, I'm just going to dig it under him right here. Really, really late break.
38, 67.
Okay, there we go. That was good.
Catching 'em, buddy. Stay with it.
Okay, we're clear.
Alright. Looks like I'm going to be trying to finish here 3rd. Finish here 3rd. Finish 3rd here. Words. So yeah, this was a lot better than I raced it with Tony Stewart. Of course, I would kind of blame that on the terrible gear ratio setup that I somehow had. And also the fact that it was the first time I was using my easy cap, which was shit, of course. I got used to it. We finished 3rd here at the Auto Club 500 at California Speedway. And Tony Stewart wins the race, and I'll finish 3rd behind Kevin Harvick.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. Just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
Jeff Gordon really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew when they get back to the shop. They can immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything from this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week in Richmond.
I am so glad that I raced this car here. I felt as if it did me a lot of luck. It gave me a lot of luck driving this car. I somehow managed not to hit any cars on the first lap of the race. That was ridiculous. It's unbelievable that I was able to do that, okay? I couldn't believe I was able to do that. And to be honest, though we had some close finishes in the previous races at some points, this was my most favorite race of the entire season so far. It really was. I loved this race that we just did. I personally was. It was intense. It took some strategy. I got nervous at some points. I'm kind of still shaking from this race. This race made my day, even though it's going to be over in an hour and 20 minutes. It's 10:38 p.m. Okay, so we made allies with Kurt Busch and Michael Waltrip and Mike Skinner and Greg Biffle. I'm pretty sure those guys pissed off with some Bristol or Martinsville crap because, you know, Rubbin's racing, especially at short tracks. Tony Stewart, my favorite driver, he won my first NASCAR race that I'm doing in any NASCAR. Well, yeah, he won the first race that I did in this game since he won at Infineon or Sonoma a few days ago. I don't know how to say it, but this is the first time I played NASCAR Thunder 2004 since I've watched that race. So he wins the first race whenever I come back to this game, which is really cool. Nice to see Tony Stewart winning a race and doing good in the points table. Kevin Harvick finished 2nd, Ricky Rudd 4th, Bobby Labonte 5th, Sterling Marlin 6th, Jimmy Johnson, my teammate, finished 7th. I felt that I could have worked with him at one point. I came up in front of him exiting pit road, and that was kind of bad, but we're all good. He still likes me because he's a computer and he's not programmed to hate me for doing stupid crap like that. Okay, laps led. Yeah, Tony Stewart, he led 21 laps and gets the 10 bonus points for leading the most laps in that race. Kevin Harvick didn't lead any laps. I led 2 laps because of I stayed out one more lap so I could, lead a lap. And if I did stay out, then I wouldn't have led any laps because, cycling through the pit stops and everything, I wouldn't have had to lead going to pit road. Third. I'm really impressed with myself with that. Started 12th, finished 3rd. Might not sound like a lot, but to me it really is. Because this is California NASCAR Thunder 2004. It's kind of intense for me. Jimmy Johnson. He started 2nd and finished 7th, so yeah, that's not very good. But he did lead 2 laps, so that gives him 5 bonus points. And he finished his race with 156 points, putting him in front of Bobby Labonte in the points for this race. And then we've got Ryan Newman, who started 11th and finished 8th. Yeah, I started on the outside of him. I flipped out as soon as we went green, but I did my best to keep my cool and not hit the other cars. I was kind of getting used to being in traffic and everything at first. Then we've got Ricky Cravens, who started 20th and made it 9th. That was a pretty good race for him. Yeah, that song. Okay. And Mark Martin started 6th and finished 10th. So yeah, all the people that led laps in this race finished in the top 10. So that's pretty cool. That was just Tony Stewart, me, and Jimmy Johnson. And we're the top 3 in points if I can remember correctly. I don't remember if that changed or not. It should be. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the rest of the points table if you want to. The best finishing rookie is Jamie McMurray again. Oh my goodness, Casey Mears, he had it at one point. He finished 22nd. It's only a little far from Jamie McMurray, but Casey Mears, you need to get your shit together. I want you to be the rookie of the year. It's always been Jamie McMurray whenever I played this game, but he just doesn't have it anymore. Yeah. I don't listen to this song very often. I don't even have the song. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and look through the rest of the point table if you want to. Just like usual. Kenny Wallace started 7th and finished 33rd. Just like he kind of always does. Oh gosh, I'm trying so hard not to cough right now. I mean, I feel the need to, but yeah, Mike Skinner, he started 24th and finished 43rd because he overheated his engine on lap, I'm guessing 21 or 22, because he might have crossed the finish line now whenever he came to pit road. I'm guessing he completed 22 laps, but he didn't make it all the way. He was close, but sadly he just didn't make it. Of course, Mike Skinner is one of the worst drivers in this game, performance-wise, so what can I say? Now, next up is Richmond. Every time I go to Richmond, apparently, I'll end up leading almost the entire race, and then something stupid happens, and then I don't win the race. It's so ridiculous. Hopefully we can actually win this time, even if it means not leading very many laps. Okay, stats and info. So I've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 races, and Tony Stewart just won the last race, which was California Speedway. Next up is Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond International Raceway. So Tony Stewart just got his, is that the second? Yeah, that is the second win of the season. I just need to let out the freaking coughing now, don't I? It would have been pretty cool if I, won that race, because Jeff Gordon was born in California, as it says right there. I can't say that hometown because my brain's not programmed that way. I can't pronounce that. I'm guessing it's like Vallejo or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, I was correct. It's Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, and Jimmy Johnson in this race. On the points table right now. Then we've got Ricky Rudd and Rusty Wallace, Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Labonte, and Kevin Harvick, and that is our top 10. So we got a really pretty cool, dominant top 10, weird drivers in there besides Ricky Craven, I guess. The other drivers in there, they were in the top 10 whenever this game came out. if Kenny Wallace was in there, or Mike Skinner, or Ward Burton, or something like that, yeah, it'd be kind of weird. So now I have a 135-point lead, and I only finished a couple spots behind Tony Stewart, so I didn't lose very many points on him. But I did gain quite a bit on Jimmy Johnson, as did Tony Stewart. Go ahead and look at the rest of the points table if you want to. Is Casey Mears still in front of Jay McMurray on the points table somehow? Okay, yeah, he's, 901 points, 833 points, so about 70 points, I guess. Gosh. Yeah, Jay McMurray's closing on him for the Rookie of the Year award. I'm really hoping that Casey Mears can get his crap together and, pull it off. And go ahead and look through the rest of them if you want to. Kenny Wallace is over here suffering in 34th place. Gotta expect that. NASCAR Thunder 2004. Hermione Sadler. See? Hermione. Yeah, that's what we're calling him now. I don't know why. We just are. Yeah, Mike Skinner, he got that DNF in the race we just did, and he's 39th in points. The Dr. Pepper car is not in last on the points table. I mean, he's in the top 43, which is pretty cool. He's in front of Chase Montgomery, who's in 43rd. We've got Ashton Lewis, David Green, and still only 45 drivers competing in this season with Jeff Gordon. Now, driver respect. RESPECT. I actually got a few drivers to respect me this race, and I gained a little respect from Mike Skinner and Greg Biffle. I guess you could say that. I mean, I lost some disrespect from them, if that's a thing. I love this song. Sadly, I can't even play this song in this Let's Play anymore. I don't know. I thought it was allowed. I had to cut it out at one point because an upload, a copyright claim thing. I don't know. But I keep the volume on 12 for my TV because, it's like low quality and low volume. You can still hear it in the background a little bit, but it's not really fresh. But all these allies I have, though, I did a really good job in the past race, passing everybody clean and not making any rivals at all. As a matter of fact, I don't recall bumping into any driver and bringing up any of those rival things. I don't think I did that once. I mean, I had some incidences where a driver rear-ended me because I was cutting him off or something like that on accident as we came into stretches or going into corners, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember there was an incident with, I think it was Mark Martin. I don't remember. So we've got Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, and Jimmy Johnson. I did not mean to include Kurt Busch in my ally list, but I did. So, if you're offended by that, get over it. Alright. Now, the awards. Tony Stewart got the pole. Tony Stewart led the most lap, and his teammate Bobby Labonte picked up the most places. I really noticed that, because he was in front of me at one point, and I was like, oh my goodness, Bobby Labonte's been moving. And I never mentioned it because I forgot about it, but I remembered it just now. And I had the fastest lap, so yeah, if I'd started maybe a little farther forward, or maybe I don't think pit strategy would have gotten me the win because that would have really slowed me down. But I had the fastest lap, so with a few more laps, I probably could have won this race. Jay McMurray was, of course, the rookie of the race, and Kurt Busch made the most exciting pass of the race. Are you sure about that game? I mean, he did block those two guys that were trying to pass me on the outside and let me by, which was kind of cool, if you ask me. So I don't know about that. Like a best, most exciting block of the race or something, if there's something like that. And here is your Rookie of the Year status table. All them rookies: Greg Biffle, Christian Fittipaldi, Jack Sprague, and then some the Busch Series drivers that are in here. You only got 4 Busch Series drivers. That's interesting. There's supposed to be at least, 3 more in this game they could use. Like Brian Vickers, maybe. I don't know why Brian Vickers never shows up in the season mode as a Busch Series driver. He's a real driver that actually became a Cup Series driver and still races today. Every now and then. I don't know if he still races as a full-time driver. Sad that I don't remember that, but get over it. How many times am I going to say that? So I still have 3 poles. Tony Stewart just got his first pole. I just realized that. That's cool. Never noticed that. Yeah, Kenny Wallace gets pole. Finishes like shit, just like usual. This game is so funny. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's never going to change. I have this song. I like this song. So, yeah, I've still led more laps than everybody else in the championship so far. So I'm the current lap champion and everything. At one point it was Jimmy Johnson, but I started, doing well in some races and whatever. So, the next race is a night race. We're going to Richmond International Raceway. It'll be a night race. I'm not sure what I should race there. It's a night race. It's a night race. It's a night race. Could race the main paint scheme, but we've already raced that a few times. I think the first time we're going to race this is at Watkins Glen. And then I might race it at Bristol at night, or... Yeah, I'm thinking Bristol at night. I might race that car. Let's go ahead and race the one that we raced at Rockingham. Yeah, this one. The 2002 Looney Tunes Chevrolet. That's what we're going to race at the Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond International Raceway, which will be race 11 of 36. Last season with Tony Stewart, I didn't win any short track races, and so far this season I've won one short track race, and we've only done one. Maybe I can win this one as well. I mean, Jeff Gordon was always pretty good at short tracks whenever he was in NASCAR and everything, because he grew up racing on short tracks and all kinds of stuff like that, So maybe I can be Jeff Gordon and win, just get the short track streak this season. That's my main goal, not just to win the championship, but to get the short track streak and just win all of them. Get a what's it called? It's a thingy. It's a word. Sweepstakes. You can sweepstakes the short tracks. Okay, give me some water so I can end this off as rad as possible. Which is probably not much, because I'm just JC, So see you next time. That's that. And best episode yet of the season, in my opinion. Over.